Hi guys, today we are going to discuss about a topic called strategic management process. Before that, let us introduce about myself. My name is VB Karnamurthy, working as an associate professor in Wings Business School, Tirupati. So today we are going to cover about a topic called strategic management process because the strategic management process is going to be very important for attaining of companies the purpose, because always the managers are using different types of strategies to attain the company's goals and make the company want to be get number one. For that, they are definitely framing a strategy. For framing of the strategy, this strategic management process is going to be get very important. So let us see about the topic in a clear manner. So first type, introduction. So the strategic management process means defining the organization strategy. So always the strategic management process will define the organization strategy. Every organization which they are started will be definitely having a certain strategy. So with that strategy only they are started their company further. So every company will definitely try to achieve that strategy by framing of strategic management process to attain that organization strategy. Next one, it is also defined as the process by which managers make a choice of a set of strategy for the organization that will enable to achieve it a better performance. Here you can see that it is also defined as the process by which managers make a choice. So managers are making a set of strategies to attaining the organization strategy, because organization is having a different strategy and the managers are trying to achieve that organization strategy. They are framing different types of strategies. So why they are framing different types of strategies means they are trying to achieve the better performance. For achieving the better performance, they definitely want to frame different types of strategies. So next point, strategic management is a continuous process. You can see that guys, the strategic management is a continuous process that appraises the business and industry in which the organization is involved. So appraising is nothing but if you want to increase your business and industry, definitely you want to frame different types of strategy, because then only you are going to be number one in the particular business and industry. If you go with the different types of strategies, if you are going with a normal process, you will not become number one in the present competitive society. That's why you always wanted to be a strategic framed person to achieve the company's strategies. Next one, appraises its competitors and fixes goals to meet all the present and future competitors, and then reassess each strategy. You can see that appraises its competitors. Always we are appraising the competitors and we are fixing the goals to overcome the competitors' expectation, and we want to make a mark in the industry. For that, we definitely wanted to reassess each and every strategy. We always wanted to be reassess. So when the strategy is going to be getting old, we want to go with new one. So we always want to be get reassess the strategy. So let us go for the strategic management process. So strategic management process is going to be starts with environmental scanning and ends with strategic evaluation. In between, we are having strategic formation and strategic implementation. So you can see that each and every step is going to be very important for attaining of company's strategy. So if we want to attain any company's strategy, we definitely want to follow the strategic management process to achieve a better return from the strategy which you are framed for the problem. Okay, so first one is environmental scanning. We are see about environmental scanning. So environmental scanning refers to a process of collecting, scrutinizing and providing information for strategic purpose. Here you can see that environmental scanning refers to a process of collecting, scrutinizing and providing information for strategic purpose. So for providing information for strategic purpose, we definitely wanted to make an environmental scanning. Environmental scanning will help you to collect the information and scrutinize the information and provide the information for framing of strategy. So environmental scanning is very important. So environmental scanning is going to be of two types. So internal environment and external environment is going to be get framed. Internal environment is nothing but within the company, what are the problems are going to be get handled. So that thing we can call it as internal environment, and external environment we can call it as whatever the problem which are going to be arises outside of the society, outside of the company, we can call it as external environment. So these two things are going to be having an influence on organization for framing of strategies. Next one, strategic formation, second point. So strategic formation is the process. Strategic formation is the process of deciding best course of action. You can see that strategic formation is the process of deciding best course of action for accomplishing organizational objectives. Here you can see that whatever the information you are collected from environmental scanning, so those informations are going to be framed as a strategy by using in the stage called strategic formation stage. Whatever the information you are collected from environmental scanning is going to be used as a source for framing of a strategy in this stage. Here we are framing the strategy to achieve our course of action to solving of a problem. So organization objective and hence achieving organizational purpose. After conducting environmental scanning, managers formulate corporate, business and functional strategies. So here you can see that we are having three types of strategies are going to be get framed: corporate strategy, business strategy and functional strategies are going to be framed by the company. So whichever the requirement, based on that the strategies are going to be get framed. Next one, strategic implementation. So strategic implementation implies making the strategy work as intended or putting the organization chosen strategy into action. Here you can see that strategic whatever the strategy we are framed in the last stage called strategic formation stage, those strategy is going to be get implemented in this stage called strategic implementation stage. So here putting the organization's chosen strategy into action. So whatever we are chosen the best strategy, that strategy is going to be implemented in this stage only. So strategic implementation including designing the organization structure. So strategic implementation including the designing of organization structure. So whatever the hierarchy we want to be follow will also be get decided, and distribution resources. So whatever the distributing resource which we are going to use will also be get decided, and developing a decision making process will also be get decided, and managing the human resource will also be get very important in the stage called strategic implementation stage. So these all are very important points which we are going to cover in this topic called strategic implementation stage process. Next one, strategic evaluation. In this strategic evaluation is the final step of strategic management process. So the key strategic evaluation activities are appraising the internal and external factors that are the root of present strategy, and measuring the performance and take remedial and corrective actions, and evaluate make sure that the organization strategy as well as its implementation meets the organizational objectives. Here we can see that in this strategic evaluation stage, whatever the strategic implementation we did is going to be 100% success or not. Here we are evaluating and checking and verifying that whether the strategy which we are going to be implemented is going to be success in solving of the problem or not. If it is going to be success in the problem solving, then we will continue with the same process. Otherwise we are trying to rectify those things, and we are coming from the first stage itself. First stage from environmental scanning, strategic formation, strategic implementation and strategic evaluation. We are continuing with the same process and come with a new different type of strategy to solve the present problem which is going to be happening in the organization to attain the company strategic objectives and company's strategic purpose. So for attaining of any company's strategy, we definitely want to frame the strategic management process. So managers are always concentrate on framing of strategic management process to attain and to implement any strategy in their organization. So thank you for the today's session.